Hey there, Steelers Nation. Are you ready for an analysis that will have you on the edge of your seats? Hold on tight to your helmets because, in the last news piece, something happened that could change the course of the season. But before we get to that, I'd like to ask you for one thing. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, now is the perfect time to join the family. And why is that? Well, you're about to find out soon. So, subscribe and hit that like button to show your support. Now, let's dive into the first news piece that showed us a promising Steelers team at the beginning of the season, but what happened afterward might just surprise you. Kenny Pickett and the Steelers had everyone excited after a promising preseason, where they scored 5 touchdowns on 5 drives. They looked fast, sharp, and full of potential. However, their recent 30-7 loss to the San Francisco 49ers served as a reality check. It's clear that preseason performances don't guarantee success, and the Steelers have a lot of work ahead to be a top NFL team. The 49ers dominated the Steelers in every aspect of the game, and Pickett's offense had a tough time. They struggled to gain yards, and the offensive line, expected to be improved, was outmatched. Wide receivers had trouble getting open, and Pickett himself threw 2 interceptions and averaged just 5.0 yards per pass attempt. It was a stark contrast to his preseason performance. However, it's worth noting that most of his preseason success came against backup defenses, and the 49ers presented a much tougher challenge. While Pickett and the Steelers showed improvement in the second half of his rookie season, this game was a harsh reminder that they have room for growth. Although it's unlikely they'll face such a strong opponent again, they need to bounce back and prove themselves. Until they do, there will be doubts about their true potential in Pittsburgh. But folks, before we get into the second news story, ever heard the saying, when it rains, it pours? Well, that applies to our beloved team as well. Let's see how the Steelers faced adversity in their latest match. In their first game of the season, the Pittsburgh Steelers not only lost on the scoreboard to the San Francisco 49ers, but also had some players get hurt. Coach Mike Tomlin mentioned after the 30-7 defeat that their starting offensive tackle, Chukwuma Okorafor, might have a concussion. He left the game in the fourth quarter, and they don't have all the details yet. Because Okorafor couldn't play, the Steelers moved their left tackle, Dan Moore, to the right side, and they brought in their 2023 first-round pick, Broderick Jones, to take Moore's place on the left side. Even with Okorafor on the field, the Steelers had a tough time against the strong 49ers defense. They only gained 239 yards and managed to score just 1 touchdown. They're hoping that with an extra day of rest before their next game against the Cleveland Browns on Monday Night Football, they can recover and get back to full strength. And that brings us to the end of our analysis of these 2 Pittsburgh Steelers news pieces. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time to become a part of this community. After all, the Steelers are facing challenges and triumphs, and we'll be here to follow it all closely. Until next time.